Hello everyone, my name is Ali, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the impact of AI in the music industry. So by now you've probably heard of AI, you've probably heard of ChatGPT and how it's been affecting schools and how kids are just able to answer questions and write emails using AI. AI is also impacting the film industry in a huge way. Filmmakers are actually suing the people that have made this AI generative software. As of now, with some softwares, it's really easy to tell what's AI and what's not. With music, it's a little bit different. We're starting to see new softwares like Suno and Udio come into this weird world that we're now experiencing. Some people are really good at detecting what's AI and what's not. I was watching a video with Rick Beato and he was talking about how his kids were able to detect it and he was not. And also, YouTube is starting to soft launch this software, actually allowing people to trial test it, called Dream Track, where actual artists, I think they're universal artists, are using their voices to allow people to create songs with their voices, like John Legend and T-Pain and I think Sia, letting this software use their voices so YouTube can create little 30-second tracks by them. The owner of Universal Music is actually saying we need to hop on board, get ahead of the game before someone else gets really good at making music with AI and starts stealing other artists' voices. It's very interesting how different people are approaching it. We've seen this over time in history, like with autotune. It's very funny because Rick Beato also does not like autotune. He thinks why are you just making the computer sound better? Which is pretty funny. But AI has really entered the music world. And at first, people were very, very against it, but now it's just a tool that we use, and you can hardly tell who is using autotune and who is not. I think the big difference with AI is, are we using it as an assistive tool, or are we using it as a generative AI application? If you don't know already, there is a bunch of plugins and platforms that already use AI to better enhance their software. Isotope uses AI in RX and Ozone, and I'm sure there's more, but those are the main two that I can think of right now. And the great thing about RX is that if you film something in a very noisy room, you're going to be able to isolate the noise and get rid of it. And also with mastering, you're just able to plug in a track and master the track. The mastering tool, I believe, gives you a great base. I do not think that mastering engineers should solely use the Ozone software because it's not a human. And that's me throwing in my opinion just slightly there. These tools are great for audiobook narration, where people can just plug in their RX preset and just get rid of all the room hum and the room noise, because AI is able to detect what's that going to sound like throughout the whole recording. The Beatles were able to win a Grammy this year is because their case was they used AI in a similar manner. They were able to get piano out of a noisy track and just isolate John Lennon's voice. Now, I do have questions as to how they still won the Grammy, but that's for another video. In those cases, I do believe AI is an assistant. Another album that I do want to talk about in this video is the Randy Travis album. So if you don't know Randy Travis, he's a pretty big country singer, and unfortunately he recently had a stroke and it really took away his ability to sing. And so what these engineers did is they were able to plug his voice into an AI software, train this AI to essentially develop a new Randy Travis that he says sounds exactly like himself. Plug in some lyrics and they created a whole new album just using an AI voice trained by Randy Travis's voice. I think that kind of blurs the line between a system and a creation tool. It's Randy Travis's voice, but it's a completely new song. Does the creation credit go to the AI software? Does it go to the engineer that developed the software, or does it go to the creator that created the song, or is it a combination of all three? As far as creating music solely with AI, with these new softwares, that's a whole new ballgame that we have yet to explore, and I'm very interested to see where this goes in the future. They've plugged in artists into different AI softwares and has started to incorporate them, such as Frank Sinatra, and I'm not sure who the artist is on that one, but I'll be sure to link it below. So overall, a very interesting topic, one that's like up for discussion, and one that I think we should heavily consider when we start using AI. Where does the credit lay? And is this draining artists from the overall creation process? Does it take the fun out of it? Does it suck the life out of it? You know, in the 80s when everything was recorded to tape, you can hear the liveliness and you can hear, you know, the distortion on the snare that just brings this different kind of warmth that I think is slowly getting drained out of music. Now, do I think that for every single song? Absolutely not. But I have tended to notice this clean, perfect audio in these new emerging tracks, which is perfectly fine. It's just, where's the life in it? It's something, it's all in personal taste, that's for sure. And I'm very curious to know what you guys think about this. Is this something of worry to you? Are you an artist? Do you think you're going to use the AI tool in the future? There's a bunch of questions that are just up in the air. I definitely am not opposed to trying it myself, but there is also some sort of pride that artists take in fully creating a track by themselves or with bands or with musicians. It's definitely something to think about. And what are your opinions? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe the video as it helps this channel grow tremendously. That is it for today's video. I upload every Friday at 5 p.m. so be sure to be here at the same place next week. See you then. Bye.